Hi guys, this is Skylar, back with a video about my wife's setup. I'm going to show you some of it here. I'm not really going to go through all of it, but she has several bags. Number one, that is one of her bags anyway. This is kind of a day pack type thing, what she would take if we were just going on a hike out from camp. So it doesn't have a lot of heavy gear in it, just has a few things, and it's pink, so she loves it. Her other bag is light gray and pink, and it's a framed backpack that has a lot more of the heavier gear, such as her tent and change of clothes, food, things that she would carry that weigh quite a bit more. So this is kind of, like I said, kind of a day pack type deal. And it being pink, she is a girly girl, so she has a lot of things that are pink. She has some of you have seen her fixed blade, and the fixed blade that I made her that had the little pink liners in it and things. And she has this one here. It's just a little pink folder by Buck. So she does love her pink stuff. Also, one of the things I got her, because I love the versatility of it, is the Zippo. She has a pink Zippo. And even pink strikers here. You can see it's worn out a little on one side. She didn't use it too much other than for me to give her an opportunity to try it out and play with it, but she's not usually the one lighting the fire anyway. But I have her a little setup there with the pink fire striker. Anyway, she, as many of you may have remembered if you've been watching me for a while, that my wife, she is a type 1 diabetic. She has been a diabetic since her teens. I think she was around 14 years old, and she started feeling bad, went to the doctor, and they found out that she was diabetic. Excuse me, I moved the camera too far there. So she has been working with diabetes since she was very young, and she uses an insulin pump, whereas instead of the oral medication or the shots you see people do, she actually has a pump that is connected to her into her stomach, and she has to change out the tubing and everything every few days, and that's what keeps her going on that. So she has a very special medical kit, as you can imagine. I've mentioned her several times on the medical kits, and I thought I would show this one. This is the one that stays in her car. I'm sorry, this is the one that stays in her office. And she has brought it home to me because it had to have some updates and things like that. And she hasn't taken it back yet. So I figured I'd go ahead and do a video. I've had it here for a couple of weeks now. But she also has one that stays in her car too. But anyway, I'm going to unpack this. I may have to do it in sections. I don't know how much is going to fit out on the table real easy. But this covers basic first aid and some of her special needs. So anyway, I'm going to take this apart and spread it out and show you what it's got. I thought I'd stop real quick before I took everything out and show you everything fits in here without any problem and zips up no problem. And this is what it looks like. I know it looks like a mess, but it's really not. What I did is, you'll see in a minute some of these things, but like the replacement tubing, they're kind of big and stiff, so I took them and made them a separator. And then I have them lined up in rows through here. These are all of the bandages and different size gauze there. And then on the back is where I have the patches lined up, the non-adhesive strips, the gloves, and the masks. And then right in here is where I keep the thermometers, pen, these are the chem sticks, and on the front is tape and things that you would need to get to faster, scissors, and they're on the front there, and the testing and extra pump and all are over here. And the pump is actually not in here right now because I'm cleaning it upstairs, but it actually goes right there. This is where all the candies are that she needs to get to quick, gum, and just basic first aid stuff. Basic medications, Pepto-Bismol tablets, Advil, Aleve, and things like that over there. And then the different bottles of solutions, and like honey and all's over here. But anyway, I'll take it all out and show you the bag itself, and before I even get to the rest of that. Okay guys, got everything taken out and spread out. So before I get started on it, I want to show you the bag itself. The bag, you can see, has the little symbol on the front, so it cannot be mistaken about what it is. And of course in the ugly orange there. And inside it has a pocket back there, full width of it there. Several smaller pockets for scissors and different things to go into. And then on the front, a little section here. On the side, just a pocket and things into, no separation, organization in that. And the same on the other side. And these Velcro closed. And it has a shoulder strap if she should ever need it for whatever reason. And I have added this. It's the toxic green, but I put the little light on it. This can go anywhere she needs it to, and it really lights the inside of it pretty good. Very bright little LED there. So anyway, that's the bag itself. Anyway, I'll put that to the side. And I'll come over here. I'm sorry if I'm shaky, guys. I'll try and do my best on that. But I have tape for, this is just the plastic flexible tape. I also have the rolled up, this is the waterproof paper tape. And then you can see it's fairly thick there of the Gorilla tape that I've credit carded, which is great for everything. I also have a couple of chem sticks in there for her. And extra testers and extra tester, I'm sorry, and got her an extra pump. It's one of her old ones, and these are the little lancets. I don't know if you've ever seen people, but they usually have something like this here, and she'll just have to prick herself. You put one of the lancets in there and then hit the button, and you'll prick your finger and bleed. And just see if there's one in here. If there is, no, there isn't. So I was gonna show you how it worked, but basically you have one of these in there, and it'll prick your finger for you to test on your test strips. Which inside the tester she has 50, and I keep an extra 50 also in there for her. Testing is extremely important. Let's see, extra batteries. She uses AAA, so she has one extra battery in the pouch and one in the big container. She'll keep notes in her Write in the Rain notebook in case anything goes wrong, and because she could be found unconscious because of sugar problems, she would have notes there for the doctor and or paramedics, whoever shows up, so that they know what's been going on with her before she passed out or whatever. Hand sanitizer. Hands need to be clean as she changes out the things. These here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but basically this part here is what goes into her stomach, and this feeds out to her pump. And these last, you're supposed to change them every 3 days, but of course in an emergency you could make them last a little longer than that, but she has a set of 2 in here. And this is basically the other end. This is what you use to get it out of the vial, and then this goes into the pump itself, and that's what it administers it from. And like I said, she could be passed out or anything like that. So whenever we go camping or anything, this is new. We have not taken it out and used it yet. Actually just got it in the other day. I was thinking about doing a medical bracelet for her, but she won't wear it. She actually has one. So she has a set of dog tags. One of them basically has contact information, things like that. This one here, the red one, has her name and basically says that she's a type 1 diabetic, so they should know. And I also have a set of these basically saying no known allergies and basic information about me. Not trying to be the military type or anything, I just thought those were really good for that. energy drink. And like I said, this is for when you're changing out all that stuff. You want to make sure you're very clean. This is, Write in the Rain notebook and a Sharpie that has the smaller one on the other end here. Hope I'm not getting in your light too much, guys. This I've talked about before. Nurse Amy from the Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy's The Doom and Bloom podcast and their doomandbloom.net. They told me about these, and they are great. And and actually I never know who I'm talking to. I don't know if it's Dr. Alton or if it's Nurse Amy. I don't know who I'm talking to online, but I chat with them on Facebook and things like that, and they're extremely helpful and seem to be excited about helping. They're great people to talk to, but that's where a lot of help from my kit come from. Energy gum. And now we're going to get into basically a lot of the first aid type things. This is just a packet of just different over-the-counter drugs, packets of pellets of Pepto-Bismol. Have several thermometers here. Very thin, very lightweight, great to have. Flex door patches in case you twist an ankle or something like that. This is for the this is an anti-inflammatory basically, and there are 5 of those pouches in each one of these bags here, and that's resealable. Lidoderm patches that I have for my back, but I put them in there in case she is hurt and it is an emergency situation or something like that. And of course she'll have them if I'm with her, so I may need them too. Masks here in case she has to do something on somebody else, just to keep her face clean. Also, there could be dust and things in the air, and those would help a lot. Sterile latex gloves, individually wrapped. That would be in case you had to help somebody else also, or me or whatever. Not just protect you from the blood, but also to protect them from you. I'm going to pan this around a little bit. Pair of scissors here. These are metal scissors. I can use them, but she can use them a lot easier. My fingers don't fit in there all that great, but they're really good for her. They work out pretty well. Chapstick, self-explanatory. These are put in there like with the honey. You can use it to raise your sugar if you need to. If it's getting really low, honey is great, but it's also used for a lot of other things, medicinal wise, antiseptic and things like that. But these are Myconite, pretty much pure sugar. It's a sugar gel, sugar candy with a sugar coating on the outside. So she has several of these packaged up in here, and she can pull them out and eat them if she needs to get her sugar up. Renew for her contact lenses, and an extra thing here for her container. Ace bandage. Couple of circular gauze, 60 cc. It's a no needle syringe. Use that for irrigating wounds and things like that. I guess you could use it on the eyes too. If something got in there, you wouldn't want to hurt somebody's eye, but you can put a little pressure on the eye to clean it out. Alcohol swabs. I'm on pan again, guys. I'm going to walk around to the other side of my camera here. Instant cold packs. Sunscreen. That's 30 SPF. Several little packets of cayenne powder. An assortment of gauze there. Different ones. Of course, this is just meant to basically get her to her car. She'll have her big stuff out there. Non-adherent dressing. Got several of those in there, so it won't stick to the wound. Triple antibiotic ointment. hydrocortisone cream. If she's in the building where she works, which I won't go into that, she does have an emergency blanket if she needs it. And then last would be the bandages. These are stair strips in case she gets a bad cut and needs to try and pull it back together. And before I get to the bandages, this is antiseptic towelettes. Now on the bandages, she has a bunch of different ones, different sizes and things like that I have her keep in there. And inside here is that kind of band-aid right there. I stuck one on the outside of the bag so that you don't have to try and figure out which one is which. That would be one that would be fairly common to use. Another one fairly common to use would be that one there. And then some smaller ones like this here. Then you get down to butterflies and things like that. Of course, she can make butterflies and does know how. She can use the duct tape or the other tape, whatever she needs to. Gorilla tape that I was showing earlier. Then some really small ones. So if somebody was bleeding or whatever and from a small paper cut or didn't realize they were cutting from shaving that morning. These are not as common to be used, so I didn't bag them all up separately, but these 3 bandages are in here, and there's 3 of each one inside. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's what my wife has with her at her desk at all times, and I encourage everybody to have something at work, some sort of first aid. And I piled it all up here kind of nasty. I need to reorganize it and put it all back in now. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of this and it inspires people to go out and set up kits. I have medical kits almost everywhere. I have them at work, keep them at work, I keep them in my bag, my EDC. They're at the house most definitely. In the back of the Jeep I have a giant one that I've been doing videos on. But I hope everybody has one, and if you don't, I hope this encourages you to get out and make one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with another video real soon.